The Step 1 of the United States Medical Licensing Examination, or USMLE, has been reported by program directors to be one of the most important factors for selecting applicants to interview and for ranking applicants. In February of 2020, the USMLE decided to change the scoring system of Step 1 from 3-digit numeric score to pass-fail. This change will have a significant impact on the residency selection process. In this video, I'll discuss what program directors think of this change and the factors that will replace Step 1 in evaluating applicants from the program director's viewpoint. This is Malki Assad and welcome to my YouTube channel. In a study evaluating all US residency program directors in 30 specialties, the authors found that only 15% out of 2,095 respondents agree with the pass-fail change. 81% of program directors believe that Step 2 CK will receive increased emphasis for selecting applicants. In fact, 77% reported that they will require applicants to submit Step 2 CK scores with the ERAS application when applying to residency. 57% agreed that the medical school of graduation will play a more important role in the selection process. 44% of respondents agreed that the pass-fail decision will place international medical graduates at a disadvantage. The same authors reported their findings for internal medicine and surgical specialties separately. For internal medicine, the authors found that 88% of program directors believe that more emphasis will be placed on Step 2 CK, and 84% will require applicants to submit Step 2 CK scores with their ERAS application when applying for internal medicine residency programs. For surgical specialties, general surgery, integrated vascular, thoracic, and plastic surgery, the authors reported similar findings regarding the value of Step 2 CK. The medical school of graduation will be an important screening and selection criteria for 64% of surgery program directors. In another study evaluating neurosurgery residency program directors and associate program directors, 79% of respondents strongly disagree or somewhat disagree with the scoring change. 57% of respondents believe that students from prestigious medical schools would benefit from the new scoring system, while students from less prestigious schools would suffer, according to 60% of respondents. In the same study, 73% of respondents believe that the scoring change would lead to an increase in the number of applicants to neurosurgery. Regarding the impact on medical student research productivity, 49% responded that research output would definitely or probably increase. When asked whether medical students should take the USMLE Step 1 scored or pass-fail, if they were given the option, 81% of respondents recommended taking the exam scored. Almost half of the respondents believe that Step 2 CK will become the new Step 1, and 67% would recommend taking the USMLE Step 2 CK prior to submitting the ERAS application. It's evident by the program director's response that Step 2 CK will replace Step 1 as the objective standardized test for selecting applicants to residency spots. However, most US senior students take Step 2 CK during their 4th year, after the match application deadline. After Step 1 becomes pass-fail, students might consider doing Step 2 CK prior to submitting their application and spending more time preparing for that exam to get a high score, especially for competitive specialties. It's also obvious that the medical school of graduation will play an important role in the selection process. This will place students from less prestigious schools at a disadvantage, something they could have offset previously by a high Step 1 score. Important aspects that these studies did not evaluate are how other subjective aspects such as letters of recommendation, familiarity with the applicant, electives, and research experience will play a role in the selection process. With the increasing number of applications and difficulty in assessing all these applications without a subjective metric such as Step 1, it's assumed that familiarity with the applicant and other subjective factors will play an important role in matching into residency. Doing an away rotation at the institution of interest might increase the applicant chance in that specific institution. Some applicants might consider taking a research year, especially for competitive specialties. The research year not only improves the applicant's CV and research experience, but also helps them to establish connections within the field. If you like to learn more about research and the pathway to residency in the US, subscribe to my channel and send any questions you have to my Facebook page, Malki Asad MD, or my Instagram @MalkiAsad. Thank you all so much for watching, and see you in future videos.